What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures and Friends. I've got a great show for you today, as always. So let's go on and turn this camera around and introduce everybody. All right, what's up, Darron? How you doing? What's up, Joe? I've been hanging out a lot with you lately, my new buddy. I'm excited to learn more about what you guys have going on. So let's go on and get the party started and start with Darron. We're gonna talk about, I don't even know how I found your page, but I'm so glad I did, and it's fascinating to me because you're developing in Mexico. Yeah. So you're a local entrepreneur. Are you from El Paso?
No, I'm not.
Where are you
I'm
from?
actually from Mexico.
Oh.
So that's how it all started.
Oh, and that's how you speak Spanish so beautifully. That
that's
makes
Spanish.
sense. Awesome. Well, I need some Spanish lessons. But so I want to kind of let people know about what you do, how you got it started. If anybody, is interested in land in Mexico, this is the guy to talk to. So just take it away and let me know how long you've been doing this, how it all started, all the good stuff.
So a little bit of backstory.
Yes.
Everybody's always like, what's this white kid speaking Spanish? How are you Mexican, right? So my family I was born and raised in a town called Nuevo Casas Grandes, Chihuahua, Mexico. It's about 2.5 hours southwest of here. Okay. So my ancestors from the United States were, as people call us in Mexico, gringo, right? Mm-hmm. We're American, but they moved down there. My family's been there for over 100 years, just agriculture. That whole area is kind of an agriculture zone. Okay. And so I grew up, my dad being a farmer and whatnot, went to school, was born and raised, grew up there. And then after I graduated high school, I came out of the States, went to school in Utah. Wow. Got my undergrad, got my MBA, worked on Wall Street a couple years. And having grown up with a dad that was his own, like he's a farmer, but he's a business owner, right? So he had flexibility and freedom. And I started working what I thought was my dream, right? Like on Wall Street and everything. And then I was putting in tons of hours. I just had my first daughter. And I kind of sat there, I was like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, right? Because I was used to the freedom. My dad would go to all my sporting events, all those things. Sure. Right? So anyhow, an opportunity came up. My dad's like, hey, well, why don't you move back and I'll help you get started in farming like he does, right? And so I convinced my wife. We were living in Southern California at the time.
What a change for her.
Like a mile from the beach. Yeah. And so it was her hometown. And I said, let's go to Mexico. Let's give it 2 years.
I'm like, go!
So, she had her dream, and somehow I convinced her to go back and give it a try in Mexico. So we went back there to do farming, and so my dad we rented a farm, we planted some chili at the time, we were growing chili. And I kind of went back with a different mentality. A lot of people just stick in farming there, and I went back kind of looking for other things, right? I was like, as a kid, I didn't really like farming that much.
Like a stepping stone?
Yeah, I was kind of like, this is my chance to get free, and I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, so okay, this is my chance, I better make the best of it, right? Right. So as soon as I went back, I just started looking for different things. And one time, anyhow, I saw an opportunity in real estate. And I said, all right, maybe that's the path, right? And so I bought a little tiny piece of land and subdivided it and started building 2 homes. And so then I sold those, and it just little by little started to snowball, and we had 4 homes and then 6 homes and kind of started expanding. And then after we were doing for a while, like the little government homes, like they call the Infonavit in Mexico. Okay. It's basically Mexico's primary mortgage system. So people that have jobs can get a credit through the government. They buy the home that we built for them. Okay, right? Cool. So it's kind of like FHA here, right? It's just like a government subsidized type loan system. Anyhow, I was doing that for a while, and then after doing it, we kind of realized that the thing that was scalable, that was easier, I got tired of dealing with the government and all that, as you can imagine. We started just doing land development. So we would develop the land, sell building lots for people. Okay. So we wouldn't build homes, and that's what we primarily do now. That's pretty much all we do now.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
We stopped building for a while. I was building custom homes and just a bunch of different things in the real estate space there. But now we're just 100% dedicated in land development, residential. We do some rural projects. So we have one in Mexico that I share on social media a lot that's within a pecan orchard. So we took a pecan orchard and we put roads in it and infrastructure and left all the trees, right? Yes. So people are like, this is awesome. You got shade,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves trees, right? Yes. So anyhow, so that's pretty much what we do. What I do, I've owned several other businesses over the years. I just got done telling you that, I've kind of been on a simplifying journey lately, because I kind of started a bunch of businesses and purchased a bunch of businesses, and then I realized, holy cow, this isn't all it's cracked up to be. And so I kind of have I've sold several of them, kind of like just focusing on the real estate side of things now.
Okay.
Kind of growing that and expanding that. So
Okay.
that's why there's a white guy speaking Spanish on social media in Mexico, right? I'm from there. I'm dual citizen, so
Yeah.
I was born in Mexico, so I, by birthright,
Definitely.
Mexican citizen and whatnot. So
That's awesome. Well, I just got my dual citizenship last year too.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about I really want to move to Mexico. That's the goal, right? One day. But specifically buying land to try and build a house out there.
Sure.
Just because of course, it's going to be like apples and oranges compared to the States.
Yeah.
And so when I found your page, I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna learn so much stuff here. And so I'm excited to kind of share your page with others. So that way again, it's an investment. It's a place for you to visit. It's a place for you to Airbnb. If you guys are interested in buying land and developing, this is the guy to talk to in Mexico. And specifically, what area is it again?
So we have an office in Chihuahua, Capital. It's the capital of the state, right? And then Nuevo Casas Grandes too. And so that's our primary focus. We're just 2-3 hours from here.
Correct. That's so close. So that's we go to Ruidoso and Cloudcraft, no big deal, right?
Yeah.
So why not go to Mexico?
A ton of people in our projects have bought from El Paso and from Ciudad Juarez because, especially from Ciudad Juarez, it's just all desert around.
Yeah.
There's not really anywhere. Nuevo Casas Grandes is kind of the closest area, one of the closer areas that has pretty mountains and different
Marta
terrain.
Ortiz.
Yeah, Marta Ortiz and Cueva de la Olla and a bunch of stuff up in the mountains there and stuff.
Isn't Casas Grandes a Pueblo Mágico?
Yeah, it's a Pueblo Mágico. So we have the Paquime ruins there, so a lot of people go there for that. It's really kind of a historic site and stuff like that. So
I got to go. I want to say it was 2 years ago, more or less, with a friend of mine, and
down there.
Cool. Yeah, I did, and we stayed in Marta Ortiz, and we went for the festival that they have, or I don't know what it's called, but where they're comparing the pots from there.
Sure.
And so I used to work at El Paso Saddle Blanket. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but it was open wholesale, and it's still open for wholesale, but it used to be retail. And I was in charge of 60 cases of jewelry plus. But we also sold pottery and saddles and boots and things like that.
Cool.
And so we carried pottery from there. And so it was really neat to go and see the artists making it and then get to buy it. For what it is, the quality and the art, it's just amazing prices there.
Yeah, and it's world renowned.
Yes, people from all over want it.
Growing up, because you're from there, you don't really realize
Appreciate
that.
that
And then,
as much,
you would travel, and I'd go off, and people were like, "Oh, Marta Ortiz, they have."
You're
pot."
I got that in my
what?
bathroom.
The little teeny
sold
town,
toothbrushes,
yeah,
it's
it's a little tiny place,
Yeah.
Growing up there, we didn't think much of it. It's just oh, that's Marta Ortiz, right?
Exactly.
But then people know it all over the world.
Yeah.
So pottery and stuff.
And so that's why I kind of wanted to bring that up too, so people are familiar with the area. It's really not that far of a drive. It's a straight shot, easy drive. And so if you're interested in you do want to move to Mexico. A lot of people want to move to Mexico right now. And so it's a really cool option for you, and have your weekend getaways or your 1-2 weekends if you're working remote or whatever. It's a great area, and again, it's a Pueblo Mágico. So it's a reason why it's a Pueblo Mágico, and you just got to go and find out why.
Yeah, it's really close. Close enough, I commute down every week for work, almost every week, and go down and back. And so, it's like you're saying, it's not much different than going to Ruidoso over for a weekend. So.
Yeah. So how do they follow you?
Social media, Darron Hatch.
Easy peasy.
On all the platforms, just make sure there's lots of fake ones out there, so just make sure you got the right one. But
that's when you know you're doing it right, when you got the fake ones out there.
I get 20, 30 messages a day. Hey, are you messaging me from this account?
Oh, that's crazy.
Because have it be, since it's kind of investment related, and it's for the scammers, it's easy to be like, hey, I got an investment for you. So all day long I'm like, no, it's a scam. I'll never reach out to you and ask you for an investment.
Yeah.
So, anyhow. But
now we know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, what type of marketing do you do, and do you have any tips or suggestions for business owners, investors, entrepreneurs?
So first on the marketing side, it was 2020 when I started social media. And so I do organic social media. We do paid ads as well. We sell all of our properties either through organic or through paid social media.
On social media?
Yeah, on Facebook ads.
Dang.
Yeah, so we're all in on that. Organic, honestly, if anybody's thinking about doing something and growing a personal brand or their business, just do organic content. it's changed my business like 100% since I started. It's only been 5 years, right? But before I was always begging for opportunities and like trying to scale and stuff, and now I literally have to turn away opportunities almost daily because it's like, you know, people know what you do and they come to you and say, hey,
you branded yourself as the expert in the field.
And so if anybody's thinking about it, I mean, organic social media is the way to go. Obviously, if you have a product you're selling, like we do, we're selling, you know, land and real estate. So Facebook ads are really efficient on that, and so especially in Mexico, Facebook's kind of the go-to in Mexico.
Over Instagram.
Oh yeah, over Instagram by far.
Because I was going to ask you, do you spend more on Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Okay.
But we do both.
But again, that's like the older demographic too, right? And
so in Mexico, just everybody, you know, tend to be a little bit behind the trends, right? And so Facebook's just the go-to. Everybody has Facebook. All Facebook groups are crazy for basades and things like that, you know, and so we do a lot on Facebook and Instagram as well. But and then advice for entrepreneurs, I've had to learn this myself, and I just got done before the podcast started kind of telling you, like, I'm on a mission to simplify, and the reason is that as I've owned different businesses and been kind of spread myself too thin. Business, as hard as it is, you're not going to be successful unless you're all in on something. Yeah. So especially for the people that are starting, I mean, once you get to a point where you've scaled enough, you may be able to do that, which is the point I thought I was at, and I was able to. But ultimately, it just hurt my main business, right? Because I was just distracted, and so that's what my recommendation would be: is that, you know, go all in on one thing, make it work. Nobody became a millionaire with 16 different side hustles, right? They made millions on one thing, and then eventually they diversified into other things, right? Yeah. But everybody in this day and age, you get on social media and it's like this side hustle and that side hustle. And it's like, God. I mean, reality is you gotta have one business, you can really refine it, you can scale it, you can grow it, and then the money will come, right? I mean, the opportunities will come. And then obviously, once you're at that point, then you can diversify and you can get into other things.
Decide what you're ready for. Yeah. I love it. Awesome. Thank you so much. Did we cover everything?
Oh, yeah, I think we're good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Everybody follow him. And of course, you can get videos in English and Spanish. Send him to share his information and tell him I sent you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, Joe?
Dude, it feels weird being on this side.
I know, right? But you guys do it so well. That was cool being in the studio last time. Yeah. With you guys and Scooter. Oh my God, Scooter.
Scooter's a dud.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you for joining me today. Sure. We want to go on and do a final push for everybody to get those tickets. Yes. What are we getting tickets for, Joe?
So it's the way we've been branding it is our first annual Brew Battle Pillow Fight. This is our first one actually as the Buzz podcast. We used to have the Words on Fire podcast. Evidently, I guess we get too crazy on Instagram, so we got kind of knocked off. So we God. Yeah, we got kind of shadow banned. So.
You got banned on podcasts?
Yeah, we got banned. So we had to come back, rebrand as the Buzz Podcast. And this time, since we're rebranding, generally we would do this at the Old Sheepdog, where we would do the whole point of this is for us to try to give back to the community. I'm big on trying to help as many people as we can. You know, the younger me would be, it's all me, nobody else. Now that I'm older, I'm a granddad, I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of room for everybody to eat. There's so many different platforms, there's so many different podcasts, there's so many different things out there. So now, this year we're able to team up with the Jazz Exchange, phenomenal nonprofit organization that teaches kids here and in Mexico and Juarez how to refine their game in the jazz music, how to teach them workshops on how to perfect their art. They give them some of them have actually gotten in trips to New York to go to the big jazz festivals that they have out there, meet people who are actually big in the business. The co-founders, Abel and
Hey, Daddy.
What the heck?
Just coming up right behind and looking at what I'm writing. Why would you do that? Why would you? Yeah, I'm here. Because you can't just walk in on someone and look over and then see what they're writing. That's all private stuff here. What is this?
This is just a peace offering.
What?
I don't know what I did.
This is. Oh my God. Saturday, I'ma beat Annie.
Jazz.
You heard it from me, Annie. Yeah.
What just happened here? Oh my!
This is a part of the chaos that my mind does.
This is insane. This past week has been
This is a chaos.
so interesting.
This is the chaos that happens with the Buzz podcast.
She stopped my flower. That
Yes,
was a
she
peace
did.
offering. Oh my god. So
Yes, she
okay, so Jez just came in right now and told the whole world that she's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah.
Which I believe her. Let me tell you, my money's on her. The fight is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Sorry to interrupt. What the
Oh,
heck?
me.
How rude.
No, you're good.
So okay, back to it. It used to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
at Old Sheepdog.
Yeah, Old Sheepdog. Now we're at a new spot. New beginnings, new branding, everything. We're at Soggy Peso, 11355 Pelicano Drive, 79936, in front of Sam's Club. This spot is perfect the way it's set up. The
so
patio
cool.
is set up perfectly. You're gonna have shade. You have tables. The stage is gonna be right at eye level with the ring. I mean, it's perfect. The food is phenomenal.
I was gonna say, what kind of food is that? I just
So
got to
they got-
smell it last
Yeah, they
time.
got a little bit of everything. They got some barbecue. They got your burgers, your tacos, the roll tacos. They're gonna have a little bit more of a simplified menu for us, specifically
Okay.
just for us.
Okay.
Outside, so the patio, we're gonna have the run of the muck basically. What just happened with Jez might happen even worse on Saturday. Like I said, the whole point is to raise as much money as we can for the Jazz Exchange.
Yes.
And oddly enough, anytime somebody has something, it's always about what's in it for me. We're losing money on this. We do not get 1 penny on this for us at all. Everything is
For the community.
going to the Jazz Exchange.
That's so awesome.
They're going to be there. The doors open at 4. First fight's at 5. From 4 to 5 for that buffet, we're going to have them. The small band ensemble is going to be playing, so that way everybody can see where their money's going to. In between, say the 5th and 6th fight, maybe we got.
Because we
a total
have
of
9, right?
Yeah, we got a total of 9 as of right now. We might
As of
have
right
more.
now, what the
Yeah,
heck?
I mean, I get crazy thinking stupid things, and I can't control myself.
Oh my goodness.
In between the fights, probably about the intermission, about 30 minutes, I'm gonna have the big band come out, have them put on the show, let them see what's going on.
Awesome.
We're lucky enough to have, like I said, yourself. We have Jez. We have the Pie Sisters. Also
I know,
gonna be
I
our
love the Pie
judges.
Sisters. I don't even know, this is so crazy.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of favoritism there, so just FYI.
I know.
FYI.
Oh my
I
God.
might have to have them sit out that one. But yeah, we got all kinds of people. We got a Tigua firefighter. We got 2 cousins. It's a battle royale. The family
Love it.
family names on the line. We got Death in the Hoodie. All 3 of the members
they're
of
the
them.
best.
They're all fighting. We got Autumn from Jazz Exchange. She's fighting.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what was the main event. Pound for pound is gonna be the biggest fight you'll ever see in any sport. Dario, the delicious one from 104.3.
Oh, I love it.
Versus Grizz from 93.1.
Bam, what's up, Grizz?
Battle of the Airways. Like I said, if you've seen these dudes, you know what I'm saying. Pound for pound, it's gonna be a slugfest.
I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun, and it's family friendly. A
Yes.
perfect event to take your father to for Father's Day, because Father's Day is this
The day
Sunday.
before,
Just
yeah.
in case you guys
Yeah.
forgot, don't wait till mañana. And if you do, don't worry, because you can just get them a ticket
Mm-hmm.
to this show this Saturday. Again, doors open at 4, fights start at 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Kids are welcome, but they have to bounce at 9.
Yep.
Kids under 5 are free. There's gonna be food. There's gonna be DJs. There's gonna be live entertainment from the jazz ensemble. We got 9 fights.
Yep, we got
Soggy Peso.
all kinds of things. We got great people. We got our MC is gonna be Mike Tipton.
Oh, he's awesome.
Formerly of ESPN
Yeah.
Radio.
This is legit.
Tipton
I'm so
Productions.
nervous.
We got our DJ Midnight at the Laundromat.
Okay.
He's gonna be out there. We're gonna have all kinds of people out there, and none of this would have been possible without the Jazz Exchange, without Soggy Peso being able to say, "Look, man,
Yeah.
you're gonna do this. You're gonna have free run to do whatever you want. It's all yours."
That's cool.
There's a lot of businesses that helped us out. Chava's Barber Shop, they're sponsoring Bloodline Academy. Thank you for the ring. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Brand new boxing academy that they have. Those dudes are phenomenal. We got Vegas Nail Spa. We got Garden Creek, Garden Corp, and Foundational Builders, who are huge helpers with this. And it takes a village, right?
Yeah.
And we're just lucky enough that we're able to put something forward, entertain everybody as much as possible. We'll be talking the whole time during the fight. Our little color commentary, and keep in mind towards the later fights, we're gonna be probably a little bit inebriated, a little bit buzzed, yeah, for sure. But yeah, family fun till 9 p.m. Kids are welcome. After that, kids got to go home.
Adult humor time.
It's adult time, yeah, for sure. And like I said, it's the best thing to do with your Father's Day gift. It's our own Father's Day gift for myself and my co-host Jules. It's our own Father's Day gift to ourselves. So, you know, what better things to do to see people beat the crap out of each other with a pillow?
With pillows.
And it's fun.
This is an actual
funny.
sport. And I do have to say, because what the heck? You have us going longer than an actual pillow fight round.
No.
No? Aren't they 90 seconds?
No, I think they're actually, the pillow fights are actually 3 minute, three
No
rounds,
way.
3 minute rounds, yeah.
Three,
We're going
three
2
minute,
rounds.
3 rounds?
Yeah.
We're scared. Like how are we gonna do 2 minutes? Like
So,
in 3 times. That's a long time.
So ladies, you'll see actually how long 2 minutes really is. So
Well, I've been practicing some moves at home, so we'll see how that goes. I'll probably
Absolutely.
embarrass myself, but you know what? It's for a good cause.
Absolutely.
I never ever would have thought in my wildest dreams, but you guys in the city had me jumping out of planes, eating crickets, and now fighting with pillows. So why not? Let's do this. How do they find you? So they can follow and get tickets.
So we're on Instagram on the Buzz Podcast with 3 Z's, BUZZZED. On the link on there, you have on our bio, we have a link for you to get tickets for the fight. We'll be having tickets walk-in as well. You'll also be able to get we're having a raffle with the CFC Combat Fighting Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Their ring girls are going to be there for us in between rings, in between rounds, every fight. They'll be there raffling out tickets for their event that's coming up July 5th at Speaking Rock. So you get an opportunity to get a pair of 4 tickets and some side merchandise, all for $5. 4 tickets run you about $200, so all for $5. They've been gracious to donate their time, and gracious to donate some tickets.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's you're gonna have a plethora of everything. We're gonna have bikers go at it. We got the guardians of the children biker gang. They're gonna be out there whooping on each other. I mean, you want to talk about a cornucopia and a plethora of things? That's
One day, one location, just come out, hang with us for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jez and I are going on towards the beginning of the fight. Thank God. So come and join us. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Get those tickets now. Get them for the whole family. Kids under 5 are free. And then I wanted to ask, what type of marketing do you do, and do you have any tips and advice for podcasters out there?
Advice for podcasters. My biggest advice would be, if you have an idea and you believe you have a voice, I believe everybody has a story to tell. Mm-hmm. And the beautiful thing about podcasting is that you're able to tell that story. Whether somebody wants to listen to you or not, that's a different story. But you'll have one idea of what you want to do, and you can probably attest to this. And the moment you start doing it, it's like, dude, this isn't right. This isn't working. This doesn't feel right. Mm-hmm. So organically, you start, marketing with other people. My biggest advice, and something that I've done, is that I've been reaching out to other podcasts.
Partnering up.
We had, we put together a brew, what was it called? A beer crawl, I guess,
Yeah,
or a
I
bar
heard
crawl.
about that. Uh-huh.
So I got together with a bunch of other podcasters, ourselves, Death of the Hoodie, Takeover, Bro Monroe Show, and A-Town Talk, and we selected one spot out of every. So luckily, every one of us is a different spot on the map in El Paso. We're far east in the Lower
so you got
Valley,
to
all
go.
that. So we all selected one bar that best represents our area, and we went to go give that bar some show them some love, show them some appreciation, give them some business, free advertising, because everything comes. The more we push each other, the better we are.
Yeah.
You know.
Bigger mountains, yeah.
Yeah. You push. Everybody can push each other up. We all win and we all come up together. So that's one of the biggest things. And marketing. I mean, once I figure out how to do that, I think we'll be a lot better off. But yeah, you gotta definitely get a hold of Annie. Instagram, Instagram, TikTok is where it's at right now. A lot of the people are doing, the clickbait stuff, the stupid, TikTok dances or whatever it is. We just post whatever we get from Oculus or Opus Clip. Opus Clip, yeah, Opus Clip.
What are you guys saying right now?
So
I'm about to learn.
So Opus Clip is a phenomenal AI generated I guess it's your editor basically is what it is. So you upload your podcast on it, and on there they'll generate like your biggest, gives you about 30-ish clips of the what would be considered the biggest talking points that would hit on Instagram or on Facebook, on TikTok. So then you're able to go in there and make a few edits or whatever it is, and you're able to post that. That's how these guys are
Like got the hoodie and
yeah, they're posting so
good.
fast because it's Opus Clip is doing it for you. So it's amazing.
I'm like, how do they do that? Oh my god, I'm the old lady, but I can't.
No, it's amazing how to do it. It's not. It's relatively cheap. Because as everybody sees Joe Rogan getting to 10 million, 100 million, whatever it is, and starting off, there's no money, in it.
I think I get like maybe $24 a month.
I'm in the whole like $6,000. $6,000. Roommate's ready to move out.
It's a passion project.
Yeah, it's something to be able to go ahead and speak to people in the community, get to know people that you never would, have the chance to interact with. And it's awesome to see different people's thought process.
100%.
And try to break down, what little barriers we put in front of each other. So it's phenomenal. Opus Clips is amazing.
Awesome. That was a great tip. I appreciate that. I'm going to check that out tonight. And are you guys asking for anything from the community by chance? Just
the only thing I'm asking is come through, have fun. Don't get crazy. That's our job at the pillow fights, because everybody sees a ring and everybody wants to jump in and act the fool. And trust me, we're gonna have enough drama for you, enough fun,
comedy,
and enough just comedy. And all the I ask is that you give your local podcasters, your local entrepreneurs, give them a platform, help them out. A simple like, a simple subscribe goes a long way.
It really does. This is my 3rd season on YouTube, and I think I'm at 800 and something subscribers. And it's free 99.
Yeah.
And we got like 32,000 on Facebook and Instagram, but I can't even get the 1,000 bare minimum. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Listen, El Paso, just subscribe. It's free. You're watching right now. Just do it, please.
Subscribe, like, and word of mouth is amazing.
And share.
It really is, yeah.
Right? Share the word. It's really cool to see how many different podcasts we have here in El Paso, and I love it because the community reminds me a lot about, or is very similar to like the craft beer scene, where they all work together. There's a slice of the pie for everybody. We can help each other out and come up with some cool creative ways to get the word out there, and it's not like that across the board for different industries. So the podcast community is something special here in El Paso, and they all bring something amazing to the table, so check them all out, and you can find them at Buzzed Podcast with 3 Z's. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Did we cover everything, guys?
I believe so.
We get it all?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time today. I appreciate you guys coming in today. Let me just do a quick sponsor shout out. Thank you so much to the Crystal Gallery by Gem Center. They're one of my sponsors, as well as El Paso Beauty and Barber Academy. So the Crystal and Gem Center, the Crystal Gallery. I'm obsessed with this place. It's super cool. It's right on Alameda. It's right on your way to Chico's Tacos. And they got a lot of neat activities for the kids. So if you guys are looking for something different to do with them over the summer, I really encourage you guys to take them there. Also, if you're interested in jewelry or starting a business or stones, or they sell wholesale and retail. So just go check it out, get lost, have fun, and you can thank me later. You're gonna fall in love. Also, El Paso Beauty and Barber Academy. They're a brand new beauty and barber academy here in El Paso, centrally located right behind, Carlos and Mickey's in Bassett. So say you know somebody who's interested in this career, just recommend them, refer them, and if they sign up, you get $250. I'm just throwing that out there. Just saying, do with that what you will. But if you're interested in these careers, they do, cosmetology, barbering, lash tech, nail tech, and esthetician. So if you know anybody who's interested, just go on and send them there. It's an excellent facility. Check out my video today. They had somebody from the Chi brands coming and showing them like a color treatment. So it's like what do you call those when a lecture guy comes they travel around the world? Anyways, it was a tutorial, and she was saying how amazing the facility is and how it's top notch and it's one of the best she's seen, and she's traveled all over the world to teach this. So Go and check it out and tell them I sent you. I also want to give a shout out to Star City Studios. Thank you so much for always allowing me to use your beautiful space for my show. I literally couldn't do this without you. Also want to thank El Paso Family Dental. If you guys are looking for aligners or you guys need any type of work, I highly recommend you go and check them out. I had a checkup yesterday. I got my aligners earlier last year, or was it this year? I don't even remember. I don't even know what year it is anymore. But it was the shortest 9-month process. Everybody's different, but for me it was 9 months. And look, it's completely different. I love my smile. I feel more confident, and I know you guys will too if you work with them. They're super cool. I hate going to the dentist, but they're super fun and they make it really relaxing. So no matter if it's big or small, they're literally doing life-changing work over there. Check out their posts to see some of the amazing stories that they've helped with. So I also want to give a shout out to Rampage Strength. If you guys are looking for a gym, they're centrally located. They're awesome and 24/7, just saying. And then also the Conservation Society of El Paso, they're signing up for summer camp right now. So get your kiddos signed up. They have a couple different courses going on, so different events for them to get out there and learn about animals and how to preserve, so we have a beautiful future for them. So check out these businesses, give these guests a follow, and as always, thank you so much, and go local, tell them I sent you. All right, bye guys. Oh! And get the tickets. I hope to see you this Saturday. Bye.